Hello everyone. We're going to finish up, or at least sort of finish up, the cover for our signatures for our Totally Junk Junk Journal today. The first thing we need to do is, last week, come on now, don't make a mess, we covered the inside, covering up the spine area that we supported, and I have a little stuff hanging off the edge, so I need to trim it off. And I'm just doing that with scissors. If you wanted to, you could get out your cutter and cut it all off with that, but works fine with scissors for me. Now I am going to decorate this, and I am certainly not going to make you sit and watch through the whole decorating process. Partially because I will probably do it sitting in front of videos. I want to do some doodling in black and white on this. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. However, first we're going to see about inserting our signatures. We only have one right now, but my plan is to make about 4 signatures for this. And because of that, I'm going to put in enough elastics to hold 4. Now, I want to round the corners on my cover. I usually round the corners on a lot of covers because it keeps them from getting bent so easily. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get them rounded. Oops, I'm off screen, sorry. Now, last week when we were live, we had a discussion about the fact that if you didn't want to try to punch holes and put in the smaller elastic, you could use these big hair bands. These are from Dollar Tree, and they're a little thick, but you can use them. You just tuck that in there like that, and then tuck your signature into this. And it will hold it very nicely. Okay? But I'm actually going to put holes in it and put elastic through the holes, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So that's one option. You could use rubber bands. You could actually tie strings and put that in there that way. I want to mark, there it is. I want 3 holes across. This is my band, and I don't know if you can see it, but I folded it so that hopefully you can see where this is the supported spine. Okay, let's bring it in just a little bit. Now I know you can only see one edge, but makes it a little bit better to see. This is the area we supported, and I want 3 holes in this. So I'm going to put a mark right in the middle, and I want it to be about, oh, say 3/8 of an inch in from the edge. And this ruler does have 3/8 inch markings, so So first, oh, would help if I had the 0 down. Sorry, guys. I'm going to find the center hole, which is right there, and that's not going to show up. I'm looking for something that will show for you guys. Is what the deal is. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. Okay. Okay, we're going to have 3/8 of an inch in from the edge. And then I'm going to do 3 holes. And I want, oh, let's see, we're going to go about 3/4 of an inch out there and 3/4 of an inch right there. So the center and 3/4 of an inch each way will give me 3 holes. I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to find the center. See that? There we go. Center, 3/4, 3/4. There, I hope you can see the dots. Yes, it looks like you might be able to. Okay, and then I'm going to use my hole punch. Now, if you don't have a hole punch, you can use your pokey tool. You can use a hole punch like this. I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile with the smallest hole. And I'm just gonna punch these holes. I hope you can see this. Okay, so I've got 3 holes punched in there. By supporting the spine, it will help to hold the elastic too. That's another part of what we need to make sure is that the spine is strong enough to hold the elastic. But with the paper bag, 2 layers of collaged paper on top of it, plus the little piece of cereal box, it should be just fine. Okay, so now let's back this out just a touch. We have some corded elastic. This is just 1/8 inch elastic. And of course, it's twisted around everything that's in that container, right? Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to go out through a middle hole, back in through a side hole, straight down to the bottom side hole, okay, back in to the middle one. Now, we got to get some cord around there. Okay, this is our tail. Okay, so we're in the middle hole. We're going to go up and go back out the center hole again. Okay, what's going to happen is there's going to be 2 elastics in the middle, 1 on each side. That gives us 4. And we only had to punch 3 holes. Okay, we're going to come back in. We got to have a little more cord here. Oops. Okay. Okay, this is our tail. This is the one we've been working with. We're going to go back out. Okay, then we're going to come back in the middle hole. Okay, and now we're going to snug everything up just a little bit. We want them to be pretty snug. If they're not snug, then what will happen is they'll stretch over time and they're going to stretch out of shape. Okay, so that's still not quite tight enough. But if I go ahead and cut this right now and pull it to tighten it, I'm going to cut them off where they're even, just like that. They match. Then I'm going to pull it just a little more. And when I tie it, I'm going to tie it in a square knot. It helps if you're not sure on how to tie a square knot, you probably ought to look that up. Because I always have to look at it. I can't really tell you how to do it because it's not one of those things I'm really good at. I have to look at the silly thing. And it's a little hard to do far, far away from you because you've stretched it. Okay, so now I've got a lot more stretch in there. It's pretty snappy. And once I tie my square knot, I am going to tie it again. And I'm not going to cut those off right now. What I'm going to do is show you how you put your book in, which is just like this. And we now have a cover. Now it doesn't have any closure yet. That's fine. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. When we get more signatures, we will add in here. I am going to take this out. Before I finish up today, let's just go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to take a little piece of plastic though so I can turn this over a little bit. I'm going to, it's not plastic, it's wax paper. Sorry guys. I'm going to put some glue on my knot. And I'm going to turn it over, put some glue back here. Reason being, I'm going to cut some of that excess tail off later. Now, because the wax paper is there, I can turn it over and work on this while you guys can see. And I am going to take my Stabilo All pencil. You wouldn't have to. You could use markers. You could just, you can decorate your cover any way you want. I just thought I'd give you a little taste of what I'm planning on doing to my cover. And what I'm doing is I'm just outlining all of the little blocks that I glued down here. Once I get a few outlined, and if it's messy, I don't worry about it because the messier the better sometimes. Now I'm going to take my water brush, which I had right here. It got up and left. Isn't that always the case? And I'm just going to wet down that pencil mark. Okay, I'm going to work on this quietly so that I can speed up the video a little bit, and I'll be back towards the end. I'm not going to try to film the whole oops. Okay, y'all. I'm like I said, I don't want to make you sit here and watch me do all of that over and over and over again. So I'm just going to tell you that I am going to completely cover this cover with doodles. I probably won't do anything to the inside other than ink the edges, and I won't ink it until I come back and show it to you. But right now, I just want to show you that we now have a cover that will protect our signatures as we get them made. Come on now, go in there. Okay, and it's a wraparound cover. So somewhere along the line, I'll decide what I want to do for a closure, and we'll work on that. But right this minute, with these without the other signatures in it, I will probably just put an elastic around it, which might be what I just do, is just put an elastic like that, or this elastic could actually go this way, and it can tuck in. So whatever you want to do. Now, so what we did today was simply get our elastics in there, however we're going to do it, and we're going to work on decorating it. And by next time we meet, I will have mine decorated, and we will actually start a new signature next time. Okay, so I will show you my finished cover, and we'll start a new signature next time. Until then, let me read you a quote from my 1001 Ways to Creativity. Inspiration could be called inhaling the memory of an act never experienced. Ned Rorem. That's very interesting. Okay, guys, go have fun. Make some art. Bye-bye.